So we're going to check out my own lifts this week again. We'll be progressing to other people over time. So the first one we're just going to be checking out is regular snatches. You can see here, working on some pulling mechanics. You can see working on bringing that barbell backwards towards my pocket, trying to stay over the bar. Another issue I have is having a tendency to keep my head back when I receive. So you'll see a little bit of exaggerated head movements here, working on trying to correct that. Getting into a fully extended position, really trying to make sure that every pull is relatively consistent, staying over the bar, and then having a good finish. So you can see here, working on the pull, staying over the bar. As you transition later into the second pull, scooping through fully, getting the hips and knees extended, and then trying to have speed turn around under the pull. And you can look at some mechanics on just pulls. So a heavy pull is used to reinforce the technique for pulls later on, and so we want to make sure that the weight that we're using allows us to keep relatively similar technique. So you can see there's not too many major differences other than not going into a little bit more extension at the back. Looking at some hang powers, so you can see here, very similar goal, working on trying to get a good transition from the second pull, where basically this is only a second pull, so we're still working on trying to delay the second pull. Trying to stay over the bar for a little bit longer and then transition backwards, that way we can really whip the bar back and through. You'll see that done progressively on these reps. We're trying to stay over it a little bit longer and then scoop through quickly and really get full extension. The only problem is that on some of these, in an attempt to stay forward, people will often then attempt to delay the second pull. They might come forward and bring their hips towards the bar, and that can be a tendency that we see a lot of people will do, as you see here, coming forward instead of coming back. And that then pushes the bar forward, and you have a slightly loopy bar path. So what we want to do is we want to be able to go and have that delayed second pull, and then keep our weight back and transition a little bit more like that pull right there. That then keeps the bar close to the body and nice and easily shot up. So you can see here, working on some no-hook power cleans, and the goal is very similar. Stay over the bar for a long period of time, and then a nice strong finish with the weight back. Unfortunately, the bar gets pushed around a lot, not quite as good as the snatch. And so you see here, coming around, coming through. That was one of the better attempts, and this rep right here is probably one of the best. So you can see, staying over the bar for a very long time, trying to really get around mid-thigh before we come through, keep the weight back, and a nice high pull to really scoop that bar back. And some full clean and jerks. So we can see we should see the movement look the exact same as the power clean, except for that it's caught lower. We want to see differences between a clean and a power clean as far as technique beyond receiving the bar at a deeper position. So you can see quite a lot of similarities between the techniques. These jerks, definitely not great. The dip and drive is fine on most of them, but you can see a short catching position. Very good vertical dip, drive, but then a short front foot. See, getting nice and tight, keeping that shoulder over the bar for a long time, feet are staying relatively flat, and then that was one of the better ones. Pretty good receiving bottom position, driving up nice and tall, getting set, and then really working on letting the knees just bend. Trying to just have soft knees, letting them bend through, and that way they can drive the bar vertically up. And finally again, now we're going to look at a slow-mo here, coming through, really trying to accentuate that pull. You're going to see that's going to be a big focus over the next couple of weeks on myself. And when we come back to my own videos, we'll hopefully see a transition. Dipping down, and then driving up, and an attempt at getting that front foot further out. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to keep doing this, but we're going to do videos of other people. If you have a desire to having your own technique reviewed, feel free to send us a bunch of videos. Otherwise, we're going to have a bunch of clients have their videos done.